So, Daniel.
Millsy.
Normally, we're off to go and shoot a car, and normally we spend this time talking about how rubbish your Civic is and how many issues you've got with it.
Yeah, which is always fun. Great topic.
But today we're going to do something a bit different.
Good.
You know how sometimes footballers, famous footballers, do their all-time top 11 players?
I've heard of this.
Yeah.
Because you told me the other day.
Yeah, I did tell you. Well, we are going to play what are our all-time, well, not all-time, there's provisos. What are the top...
There's caveats.
There are caveats.
Good word.
What are the top 3 feature cars of max power?
Jesus.
But, and here's the rules.
Okay.
Well, it's only one rule. It's just from the time that we were there.
Okay.
So they're basically going to be cars that we actually saw in the flesh.
So from about 2000 to 2005, 6, something like that, is it?
Yeah, like end of I think it was almost, 80 issues from about then.
Wow.
So
yeah,
we can bring up suggestions and feel free to offer reasons why it might not make the top 3.
Top 3.
For example,
yeah.
I'll start this one off.
Okay.
Initial thought might be something like Project Slam.
Okay, the Max Power Astra, the highly jazzy Max Power Project Slam Astra.
Like mad install.
Yeah.
Turnaround seats, massive screen, ahead of its time with that.
Charisma install.
Charisma install.
Yeah.
Body styling was
questionable.
Wild. But wild. And it had a turbo.
Painted by Dick Vale.
Yeah, painted by Dick Vale, sponsored by Maguire's.
Yeah.
And it had a decent engine in it.
Yeah.
But I don't think it could make the top 3.
Well, it barely moves under its own steam, right? Yeah.
Never drove on the road.
Not really.
That might have to be pricey.
And when someone did drive it a little bit on the road, the body's cracked or something, didn't it?
Yeah, you break something. So as reference.
Okay, what's this?
This is possibly the best thing that happened since we left.
Wow.
Last issue where they did a poster with every cover. So we're
That's
talking
a big
about
poster as well.
From about there.
Okay. So the smooth Audi A3 in silver.
Yeah. To about the fucking Range Rover.
Range Rover, what, is he up your arse, is he?
Well, no.
Oh, that fucking Range Rovers. Oh, the Nicala Corsa Crusher. Yeah, what a joke. Who put that on the cover? Was that your idea?
Definitely wasn't mine.
Fucking idiot. Which fucking idiot put that Range Rover on the cover?
I don't know, but he's very rich now, apparently.
Really? Well, the Range Rover owner or the
geezer that put it on the cover.
You see, people with no talent, they always prosper. That's when the logo was shit as well, wasn't it?
Yep. Right.
Okay, it's a prime logo for me. It's about our era as well. I like it with the outline around it.
I'm not talking about the logos, I'm talking about the cars.
Okay, cars. Well, I used to think about this, didn't I? But you've already thought about yours, probably laying in bed all night thinking about it.
To be honest, I purposely haven't, because I thought it would be more fun to just do it in front of people.
Yeah, okay. Oh, good.
And I kind of think be interested to see the comments, because I'm sure our top 3 may differ from a lot of what people other people think.
Yeah, just looking at these, and there's quite a few cover cars that I shot. I guess you would have shot a fair few of the others as well,
most of them, yeah.
Most of them, come on. Right, let's pick a line and see who shot the most cover cars.
Okay, tell me someone.
So pick our top 3 Max Power feature cars from the era that we were there.
And hope the GoPro doesn't fall off its mount.
The GoPro doesn't fall off. We're going to play that game where we just do a line and pick.
Okay, do a line.
Okay. Let's see.
We go through cover cars and then, see who shot the most, but also cover cars are probably where the top 3 cars are going to be, but then we talk about other ones that might make the grade.
Okay, let's do this line then. From the red Scooby, wide out Scooby.
Yeah.
Who shot that?
Me.
Nice. Calibre Coachworks Astra.
Me.
You shot that? Well, the one that burnt out, or the Project Slam? Project burnt out. Ah, Danny Bling Bling James's Beamer.
He did that one.
That was me. That Civic EP3 with a wide out kit.
Me.
No.
Yeah.
Looks like it was in America, that as well.
Bulk audio, yeah. Sunning it up.
Sunning it up in LA! You fucking right. Alright, HKS R33 GTR drag car, world record holder. Blushy. Me. Don't mind if I do. That purple Supra.
I think that was George.
Was it? That's a nice car. Artec wide RGP. What's that? That's a Cord. Prelude. Ooh. You shoot that, did you?
No.
I'm losing, didn't I?
I don't think I did shoot them.
Good. Was that Focus?
Motec Focus.
Yeah, that name was it?
That was me.
Oh, that lovely little Civic Coupe from Ireland, Diddley, the one Max Power.
They were both yours, weren't they?
Yeah, that one was. Don't look that one at that, mate. Was that GBH Skyline, that was me, wasn't it?
That's not a GBH one, is it? That's the Nemesis.
Oh, it's the Nemesis one. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that had jazzy paint in it as well, didn't it?
Yeah.
Chrome E46.
Fuck.
HKS Evo.
APR Evo.
APR Evo. I don't know my car's wheelsy. Oh, that fucking
Isaac Wally's Corsa.
yeah,
Jack lights.
that mental Corsa.
That wasn't me, I don't think.
No, it wasn't me either. It might have been me potentially. So that's about half and half then, mate. Fucking hell, mate. So it shows who the grafter was, didn't it? I probably did all the babe shoots. They were difficult. They were long days, they were.
Yeah.
All that finger in and stuff.
Of course they were. Let's do that row.
Oh, gee, well, the row above it. Okay, so that's that Jazzy Leon thing, isn't it? Or
Astra from Spain.
Astra from Spain.
That was me.
Oh, okay. APR Celica.
That was me.
That red Civic.
Speed Culture Civic. That was me.
Yellow. Is that TLD Super? Is it?
Top secret.
Top secret. Extra
yeah, that was
wide.
me.
Norris Designs Evo.
That was me.
That was Ben.
That was me.
Was it?
That one was with the police car in it.
Oh man, that red Civic.
CRX. That
CRX.
was me. Kingdom CRX.
Rover.
That was me.
I hadn't joined at this point, man.
You had.
Had I?
Yeah, it's like 2003.
Oh shit. Yeah, I wasn't allowed to do the big stuff, was I?
That was me.
Yeah. That one?
Savvy Zara. That was me.
No.
GBH Skyline. That was me.
Oh.
Nemesis 350. That was me.
That was me.
you did that
Probably
one.
the best car of the year. The ultimate car.
I mean,
the
to
only
be-
cover.
Yeah, to be fair,
it's the best car.
like if we're talking about ultimate cars,
Yeah.
like
Super power,
2003 was a good year
Yeah.
because I would say that
Good performance cars.
contenders for that. I mean, the Speed Culture, Dave Stanley's Ultra Jeep,
Civic E.
that Civic EK was
EK, yeah.
like really good.
Big wheels, wide arches, on air.
Yeah,
Massive install.
wide arch Supra was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Like loads of power.
Was that
had an
America?
install, yeah.
Yeah.
Norris's Evo,
There
that
you go.
one was cool. Probably not like going to make the top three just because it's
Looks to be stock on the outside.
Yeah.
Too many stickers.
Kingdom CRX Del Sol.
Great.
That was great. That had all the
Skip
styling.
a couple. GBH Skyline.
Hold on.
No, you're not skipping a couple.
You're definitely not skipping the Zara.
Yeah, you like the Zara.
That's
do you?
like I'm going to argue a case for that.
Oh, yeah.
Top
Okay.
three.
Alright, fine. No Zara's. I mean, it's not your max car, is
Well,
it? Zara.
I think. Right.
What even is a Zara?
The styling was awesome.
Yeah. And the wheels are amazing.
It was like a really cool style. He'd done it all himself. It was carbon fibre. Like the interior was cool. Like it was awesome.
Okay.
The things that let it down are it wasn't like a super fast car.
Yeah.
And
Isn't that drivable?
And
Probably.
I'd probably knock marks off it for being Zara just because
This is
they're
Zara.
not a cool car to begin with.
No.
And like I love it when people do that, which is why we put it on
And it
the
doesn't
cover.
look much like a Zara anymore, does it? To be fair.
No, but and I know a lot of people love it when
Yeah.
sort of
Full on builds.
crappy cars are turned into amazing cars. But
Yeah.
like I always think,
It's got to be a Max Icon as well.
well, I think so.
Yeah.
So probably going to be looking at stuff like Skylines and R5s and
R5,
Escorts,
Skylines, yeah,
whatever.
Escorts, some sort of Honda.
Yeah.
Hondas were popular,
But then
weren't they?
look, so 2003, was it 2003?
Yeah.
In the space of within 3 months, you got the GBH Skyline on the cover.
Wide arch,
And you got the
R33.
Sumo Power R34
Yeah.
on the cover.
It's both
Now-
serious Skylines, isn't they?
I mean,
unbelievable cars. Imagine having both of them in your garage. Hey, you'd be the fucking daddy, wouldn't you?
really good. So what would like? I mean, if I was going to argue a case for one of those,
Yeah.
it's difficult, isn't it? Because R34 car, Sumo's car, broke loads of records.
Yeah, I think it's
Was-
the fastest drag GTR in Europe.
Yeah, it looked amazing. You would drive it out on the street.
Yeah.
Like,
Loads of really honourable parts.
leave lots of black marks on tarmac.
Super rapid.
Had the coolest rocker cover ever.
Yeah, Manga Art rocker cover.
Yeah. But then the GBH one.
It was still road legal, full interior.
still road legal.
Yeah.
Then the GBH one, it was like had loads of power,
Yeah.
beautiful engine bay.
Beautiful engine bay.
The paintwork was awesome.
Awesome engine
The
bay.
wide arches were awesome.
Yeah,
It
wheels
had a
were awesome.
Grisma retrim and
Yeah.
everything.
Stereo.
Like, it was Max
Absolute-
Power
Oh.
live car of the show 2003.
And when they pulled the covers off it at the show, people's jaws literally hit the carpet.
Yeah.
It was insane.
And when I heard about it, like someone told me about it before.
Oh.
They were like, oh yes, like Veilside wide arch car with it's got like bonnet nostrils and rainbow flake paint, and it's like, that sounds terrible.
Oh, is that what you thought?
Yeah.
Oh, Millsy.
Well, rainbow flake paint and
It's hard to visualise what that paint would look like until you see it, because it looked mental.
oh yeah, and like actually under the NEC lights, it kind of just looked great, didn't it?
Yeah.
Which was wicked.
Yeah, it just looked great, but then in the sun it absolutely explodes.
Yeah. So I'm gonna nominate that as a top 3.
Oh, I was going to nominate that.
Well, like,
We can have a joint
we're doing it
nomination.
together.
Yeah, we don't have to argue about
Okay,
everything.
well that's definitely in the top 3 then.
Okay. Oh, that was easy. Okay.
That was easy. So
Does that kick the Sumo Power R34 out of the top 3? Because
Oh,
it
yeah.
hasn't got the interior. Blah, blah, blah.
I think
Standard
as a max
colour.
power car, like the R34 might still make one of the other places, but
Yeah.
let's
Yeah.
Let's-
You might
let's-
mark it down a little bit.
let's go on.
Okay. Well,
Give me another nomination.
Well, I'm just looking at that old Ford, man. Because Fords are coming back big time now, aren't they? Old Fords, no one wanted them for a while back in the day, cheap as chips. Now they're like,
Now, you're pointing to Donna's Lexus headlighted Mark. What was it? Mark 3, Mark 4 Fiesta.
3, 4. Yeah. But with
Like-
a big power engine, a big install,
I mean, it ticks all the boxes for
Maxness.
Maxness and what it got on the cover.
Yeah.
But if I'm honest,
No.
we were that
You
eager to
fucking
get
hate it. I know.
no, we were that eager to get it on the cover because it was like headlight swap, like had loads of custom parts, like a
Big
bumper
wheels.
from something else that wasn't going to
Yeah,
be
old
there.
Evo bumper that looks like.
Yeah, it had like the CVH engine all polished and like. But I don't think it ever then saw the light of day, and I don't know if it ever kind of
Bit of a show pony, then disappeared.
yeah, kind of. So
Wow.
with, I think like,
If you know where that car is, get in touch.
Yeah.
Let us know the story.
but I do think it was a cool cover car, but I don't think it could be considered the
It
top.
wasn't iconic.
It wasn't iconic because
No.
people didn't see it outside
No.
the pages of the magazines.
No, exactly. You've got to have more than cover. You've got to win Max Power Live Car of the Show or something like that. Haven't you?
Oh,
Or
yeah,
be,
maybe.
Okay, well look, I love the Jap cars obviously, so I'm looking at the Skylines and stuff. I did the HKS GTR drag car, mental. I love that livery, but you can't consider it because it's just carbon fibre race car inside, not road registered. What about that garage Zaris R32 GTR?
I mean, like, from personal favourite
Right
cars.
next to Jamie's Porsche though, look.
Yeah, well, personal favourite cars, like the Garosaurus
Yeah.
R32 would be
Norris Evo looks
probably
mega
up.
there, look at that though. Yeah.
Oh, hold on, Norris Evo. Good shout, actually.
Yeah.
Because engineering feat, massive power, looked awesome.
Yeah, roof chop,
Like-
short wheelbase,
Yeah. I mean,
insane. Fucking race wheels, loads of carbon.
I mean, that's got to be a bit of a shout, hasn't it?
It has.
I mean, it hasn't got like audio system, but that's not the purpose of the car, right?
No.
So,
The engine is the audio system in that, and the gearbox going clunk clunk.
but why would we not give the HKS drag car props? I think, well, just because this one.
I went for a ride in the Norris Evo designs around Gatbell at absolutely full bore, so it gets an extra.
Oh yeah, it gets used a lot.
Gets used and
driven.
abused, gets faster and faster and faster every time it takes it out. So now it takes it out in time attack and it's like 1300 horsepower or something
I know.
ridiculous. It's like, what?
So let's put that on the short list for the top 3 for sure.
Yeah, Norris Evo shortlist.
Here's another one. It was on the cover. It was quite small on the cover. Next to it, Andy Almira's Andy Smith's Almira.
Andy Smith's Almira, yeah,
Yes.
the gold-plated engine bay, candy
Gold-plated
paint,
engine bay, beautiful paintwork.
yeah,
Like
big
wood,
install,
wood, all sorts of one
mega flamer kit,
mega flame.
always flaming at shows, always had the stereo on, always going ba 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 ba.
Always driving around.
Always driving around.
To, like literally, it was every show.
Everywhere.
I mean,
He'd always have a beer with you at the shows.
Yeah. It
Always
was-
had a smile on his face.
yeah, I mean it. Again though, it suffers a Zara's fate, where it's like
It's a bit like an Almira.
it wasn't
No, I
Almira.
don't mean that. I would have an Almira. I'd have like a GTI Almira or a Primera to this day. Don't get me wrong. I'm sure they're all rotten and stuff, but I'd love a Primera GT.
I
150
think,
horsepower.
like Andy said, that was quite fun. I mean, if it
It's turboed and shit, right?
I think it was turbo.
Oh, okay. But loads. I mean, the engine bay was insane.
It was insane.
Absolutely insane. And it's always beautifully like prepared, polished.
So should we put that on the short list?
I think that should go on the shortlist, mate, because just everything about that car was top notch. Just a little bit Almira. Jamie's 911. I mean, you know, that should automatically get a buy onto the shortlist with his R5, but not the TVR because it's a bit TVR. Bit Trevor.
Really, you reckon the Porsche? Like, because I would argue that
just the way they'll be at the show with the girls in the bikinis.
Oh,
it's just
yeah, that was
perfect.
nice. But
So good.
I do think that the TVR caused more of a stir than.
Oh, really? Okay.
Because it was first.
That's a long time before it. If you look in terms of years, because it's 2 years before it.
Well, exactly.
Yeah. Took him a long time to build that Porsche.
Yeah,
Lazy
but
fucker.
then, like, if you're talking about the time that we were there,
Yeah.
I would say Jamie's R5 in the iteration before the time that we featured it in. I can't remember which issue it was.
Shit, what does that mean then? Right, so it wasn't on the cover.
It was on the cover,
Right.
like, look there. When it was like that.
Okay, Radical R5. Yeah,
I
yeah.
loved it when it was like that.
Yeah, man. Bad boy bonnet, massive front bumper.
That's when it got like super famous. And then we featured it when it had the split rear window and the whatever. But like that original
Okay.
one, like
So it had the blue seats and stuff at that point.
yeah, if we were talking like all time max power feature cars.
Yeah,
like,
that's so famous.
That one's kind of right
Okay.
up for me.
So silver Christmas
But that was
R5.
just before our era, and it was in the
Who shot that now? Would that be hand shooting that or
yeah, probably.
nice on hands?
Yeah, and then the one that we shot, I don't know what she was saying. I do know.
So you're saying Jamie's 911 doesn't get an automatic buy?
I don't think so. I don't think it had the same.
It's pretty badass though, wasn't it?
But didn't have the same impact or the same love as the R5.
Well, no, the R5 is probably one of the most loved cars ever.
Yeah, and if we like, if we're saying that
Your mum loves that R5 more than she loves you.
Oh no.
And mine.
But if we're saying that the Zara can't make it onto the list because it's a Zara, I think the same about the Porsche because it's Porsche.
Yeah, but
that isn't a max power.
No, it's not. Okay.
Max power kind of car, really.
Yeah.
Probably more is nowadays, but
yeah. And they are great cars. Do you know what I mean? Out of the box, there is that whole Porsche-ness about them. This was quite a nice one, wasn't it? Like a 3.8. It would have been a 3.8, flat 6. But the thing is, massive wheels, massive kit, looks awesome, but probably didn't drive that great.
yeah. Although saying that,
TVR used to boot that around, didn't they?
yeah, I remember seeing at least Jamie drove those cars. I remember seeing it being driven. I was driving back up to Peterborough and I saw him driving the other way.
Yeah, what, in the Porsche?
Yeah.
Nice.
And yeah, you definitely drove
You'd
that
love to be
TVR.
cruising in a bunch of charisma cars going to a show, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Cutting him up in a Garage Yaris fucking GTR. Was it Garage Saurus? Like, rawr. Garage, yeah. Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh wow, that's crazy little Japs. Love those guys. Yeah, Garage fucking Zaris.
What about this one? Hold on, here's a few that were interesting.
Cars, that's a 306.
Like this was late on in our time, but
yeah,
there was Mark Smith, who is no longer with us sadly. He built that 206 with Exquisite that had veil side arches on it.
yeah. Oh, the white one, yeah?
Yeah, the veils, the 350Z body on it.
Yeah, like a snake mouth on the front, super
that,
wide.
That was very cool car.
Yeah, man.
And it had like all the inserts installed and stuff like that. And it got driven about to shows and stuff. And then next to it, the twin engine Pug 1 off 306.
Yeah.
Like
Candy yellow
two
paint.
engines, that's all the interior you need, right?
Yeah, massive
wide
wheels.
arches. I think they were centre lock wheels as well.
Yeah, they are. Look at them. They're huge.
Yeah, so that was a cool car. Those
Yeah, man.
V12 306.
I mean, yeah, no, you park either of them at a show or a cruise, you know, it's going to be 5 deep people all day long, isn't it? You got that C2 that the Audio Boys built.
Oh yeah, the SQ Plus.
SQ Plus car.
Yeah, that was bits. But it's going to suffer like the Project Slam and Caliber Astra.
Yeah, could barely move under its own steam. Oh man, there's a Chrome M3 shot in Vegas, V46 M3. I mean, that was super
nice.
cool.
He drove that around.
Yeah, man. I mean, if you put a cool Max car in a cool place, and try and think of a cooler car you'd want to have, a freshly chromed V46 M3 in Vegas
with wide arches.
With wide arches driving around. It's probably the coolest car you could have had in the world at that point.
Yeah, but yeah, like I think the wheels were like HRE wheels and everything, so it was like proper
big money bill,
sexy.
Getting all the babes. Got Babies on the cover, had Jackie on the cover.
Oh,
Had Jackie on the cover doing that, wearing tin foil in the shoot to match the car. We were spending money back then, that would have been an expensive babe shoot. Flying to Vegas to shoot cars.
That wasn't cheap.
Swanning around, wasn't it, Millsy? You were living the dream, weren't you?
That was 2003, was it? Well, what's that, 2004 or 2?
I think, yeah, I can't see the dates.
2004.
Yeah.
That was a good year as well.
Yeah.
Fuck it, they were all good years.
They were all good years. Chin chin.
Chin chin.
Don't mind if I do. We shot some great cars, mate, on there, to be fair. Fair play to you for like finding them, securing them, because a lot of the time, you know, the best cars in the country or the world, there's a lot of competition to get them, wasn't it? Like fucking red line or fast car be sniffing around.
Offering them all sorts.
Offering them all. Cover, 12 pages,
100 pages.
100 pages! Suck you off behind the bins, whatever it takes. Look, I'd suck off a few people, I ain't proud.
Got it done though, didn't you?
Got it done. Norris Designs Evo, boom, on the cover.
Right, so what were we saying from all those... Oh, what about the K-Tech Renault 5?
Oh, K-Tech Renault 5, sequential gearbox, loads of power. Oh, that car was awesome. Absolutely awesome. I love that. I've had that in a heartbeat right now. Drivable, fast as fuck. High spec build.
A flip paint, there's something about...
Painted by Dawson's when I was shooting. That would have had a lovely paint job. Like, nice body kit, but not over the top body kit. Big wheels, probably 17s though, so not too big that you can't drive it.
Still moved.
Still moved.
Oh, and Kelly's pug in that.
Kelly's pug.
When he was on the cover, that was a cute little car.
Yeah, man, that's a worthy cover car all day long. I mean, that Saxo with that Jap crazy front bumper and that lovely paint similar to the GBH Skyline. I mean, when Saxos ruled the roost, that was a good Saxo.
Yeah, that was cool, but then I kind of think...
You wouldn't yearn after it now, though, would you?
Well, no, where is it? Keith Walker's Saxo. Might be on the page.
What colours did you remember?
Like a purple. There we go.
Oh yeah, that sort of blue. That's a lovely car, wide arch.
See that
super
one,
smooth.
Sexiest Saxo Max Live.
Yeah.
And it was like, to be honest, that was like one of the first times I saw a Saxo with the Jap treatment.
Yeah.
All kind of nicely smooth. It was like it was.
That's when Jap styling was really going mad, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Jap styling on everything.
But that was done like. It was done so nicely. That was a Calder coach roof, I think.
Oh, was it? Yeah, it's got a twin headlights, really Jap front bumper, but not outlandish, but all smooth.
And he drove that around. And stuff. Like I can't remember what the interior was like. I'm sure it had one. But,
super cool car, but that's not iconic perhaps. But a Max Icon is a Saxo.
Yeah, and we had it on our business cars. We had a little.
That's right, like an outline drawing. Yeah, that's cool business car. So
you know, that's what we call it.
Yeah,
and Gary Gooding's RX-7.
Oh, Gary Gooding's RX-7. Split rims, Techno Magnesios, whatever they were called.
Yeah, the purple
paint, driven like he stole it.
Yeah, he drove it.
Always breaking it in a good way.
Yeah, that was cool.
How much horsepower do you reckon that was? Like 7 or 8 horsepower or something?
Probably wouldn't. Probably says fucking smoke machine.
Smoke machine. Like yeah, it says smoke machine basically. Or holy smoke, it said.
What's I can't not mention that RX-7. ESP Engineering.
ESP Engineering, like orangey yellow. Was that showing the States? Wide arch. Yeah, that's super nice.
Wide arch. Never seen those arches anywhere since.
No? Was it American kit?
Well, it's like, I think they were metal arches, wide arches, and it was just Lamborghini orange paint.
Oh,
the engine bay on that is like literally there wasn't anything that wasn't chrome plated.
Yeah.
Or polished.
Nice.
It was like.
Got to have a nice engine bay.
Great.
Yeah.
Looked like in the LA sun, that was just
the bomb, baby.
That blew me away, that car.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
You'd do bad things for that car, would you? Is that what you're saying?
I'd put it in as a contender.
Yeah.
And
where's it gone? I've lost it again. The RX-7, oh, just down there, yeah. That just screams LA car, doesn't it?
Yeah.
LA scene, LA car, big money build, all super nice parts.
Hold on, go back to the other side. It's reminding me of something, because Matt Vernon's Punto was awesome as well.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool, man. I mean, they're an iconic Max car from back in the day, before the Saxo, aren't they?
Yeah.
But quite a handsome car in its own right.
Yeah, it had a good following, didn't it?
Yeah, mega Jap bumper on that. That's the same Jap bumper I had on my R5. Dawson's
and the Paratech Civic.
Yeah, Fast and Furious Supras you got there, mate. Flying to LA to shoot the Fast and Furious Supras. Or Subaru. And the other cars.
And Peugeot costs.
Oh, Peugeot, it costs 309.
309, yeah.
Wide
That was
arches.
cool. Kind of looked a bit like a E30 M3.
Yeah, in a nice way though.
Yeah. So I think
racetrack style.
I think that was lovely.
Lovely car.
The problem is, I think Peugeot costs would be in with a shout if we were doing Ultimate 3 of all time.
Oh, of all time.
But for something that was shot before we worked there.
Yeah, earlier era stuff.
306 sedan.
Yeah, because they're leading the way, weren't they, basically?
Yeah, that was...
they were showing people how it's done.
That was
respect.
Quality work. I mean, it's...
Quality work.
A lot of their cars still survive, don't they? So
look badass. Exactly. That tells the story if they're good enough to preserve.
So what are we saying then? We've got... Give me another, like...
Artec EP3, I mean, that's got to have a sniff around the top list, didn't it?
You drove that around?
Drove it around, loads of shows, cover.
Yeah.
Car to show somewhere, probably?
Would have won something.
Would have won something. Would have won 7 trophies, that car, I would have thought.
Yeah.
Nitrous, 22-inch spinners or some shit. American body
yeah, they were like the... I can't remember what they were called. They were pretty popular at the time, weren't they?
Yeah, mega expensive though.
Yeah, that was cool. Like, nicely done.
Yeah.
Versus wide arch kit.
Serious
cool
install.
interior.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be in with a shout.
Turbocharged or anything?
I can't remember.
I've had a supercharger or something. I mean, again, probably wouldn't drive super great. Wheels are massive and it was on hydraulics. But it went to shows, went to the cruises.
But you did drive it, yeah.
You did drive it, so, you know, you wouldn't want to lap the Nuremberg. Well, no, you could lap the Nuremberg ring in it, and you'd look like a dude doing it. You'd have your tunes up.
He had, he also had some sort of siren on that car. Because I remember coming out...
Pulling people over, like old Bill stuff.
Yeah, because I remember coming out of tracks one year at Silverstone, driving down the slip road, put my foot down, then I just said, woo, woo, and I was like, oh shit, slammed on the brakes, looked in the rearview mirror and just saw Jay ripping past me, laughing his head off.
Nice.
That's quite funny. Just for that sort of thing, I'll
just for that, that's
be
pure max behaviour.
Yeah. Plus the fact, like, they were all, like, they were good guys. Well, they
top
are still
guys.
are, Jason
Yeah.
and
top guys.
Their dad Keith, who passed away.
So much for the scene. God bless him.
So
they're an important Max family, those guys, aren't they?
Well, and they represented the GBH car and that Civic were 2 of the cars that represented the UK in the Max Global Challenge.
Yes.
So
that Global Challenge, sponsored by
Need for Speed.
Need for Speed game, I think. Yeah, but to find the best cars globally, including international cars. We put up a good fight. The UK chucked some good cars into that little shindig, didn't they?
Yeah, I was quite surprised which one won.
Which one won?
It was an American car, but I guess it was like, you know, like when they do greatest album, like greatest single of all time.
Yeah.
And it's like there'll always be a few around the top 20 that are recent songs that actually in 10 years time no one will give a toss about.
Okay, stuff that doesn't stand the test of time.
Yeah, and I think the car that won that was a car that was very much of the time, but
very fashionable.
Yeah, well, it was a 350Z, which was pretty new at the time.
They were, weren't they?
With a Veil side kit on, which is quite a cool kit. And it is
cool kit.
It was like a Jada toy. I think Jada Toys had done a version.
It's a massive real
orange with black tiger stripes on the side.
Yeah.
Tiger stripes. That's cool.
Yeah. I'll give them that. But yeah, you wouldn't hanker. Well, I love 350Zs. Don't get me wrong, but I wouldn't hanker over one now. You know, if you gave me an option of a Skyline or a 350Z, then I'd kill me.
That one was a daily.
Was it?
A 350.
Oh, fair play. Oh, you don't want us daily? Yeah, all day long.
Although back seats could be an issue. So okay, right.
Okay.
If we were going to choose 3 now,
we need to try and wrap this up a bit, don't we?
Exactly. If we're going to choose 3 now from just covers, that we would put in there, what are we going to choose?
GBH Skyline, definitely.
Artec Civic.
Artec Civic's got to be. Charisma R5.
What? But Charisma.
How many we allowed?
I don't think the Charisma R5.
Oh, it's in our era. Oh, you've been tight about it, are you? It's just outside our era.
If we're talking just the covers.
Okay, all right. Norris Designs Evo then.
Is that the 3 that we're putting? Norris Designs Evo, Artec Civic, and GBH car, which is awesome because they're all UK cars.
Yeah.
But here's a curveball.
All Japanese. Oh, most dishonourable.
Yeah, I know. Here's a curveball.
Yeah.
That's just cover cars. Can you think of any cars that we shot? Because sometimes, especially foreign cars.
Always drunk. Yeah.
we'd put them inside the magazine rather than on the cover.
Yeah.
And we'd always try and put.
Yeah, because you've got to rep the UK scene, bro, haven't you?
Yeah, exactly. Always try and put the UK cars on the cover first.
In it. I mean, but that scene was strong, though, bruv. Big up all you Maxes out there.
And also, Jamie's R5 was, in our time, was inside the magazine.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
stick that on then.
that's
James R5. Okay. So we're doing a top 5. We've done a top 4. Need one more car that's going to go in there as 5 awesome cars from our era.
Oh no, it's top 3.
Oh, top 3 now, okay.
So, we're talking about the inside cars and seeing if we can have to oust one of the ones that.
Okay. Oh, Jamie's R5. Oh, Jamie's R5 should probably oust the Norris Evo. The Norris Evo hasn't got an interior. Don't get me wrong, it's insanely wonderful and I just love it to death. Out of all the cars, it's the one I probably want in my garage if it was set up for circuit spec and I can drive it on the road, do you know what I mean? It's going to be devastating. Yeah. And then again, if you're turning up to a car show, it's like when Jamie got his at the Max reunion show the other month when, you know, Jamie's R5 was out, people were like, oh my god, it's Jamie's R5. Looking at it all day.
It's kind of like one of those things where you feel like, even though I kind of preferred its previous incarnation, it was still awesome as it is now.
Yeah, man, it's undeniable.
It was
a little bit undrivable.
It's just iconic.
Just so iconic.
I mean, he drove like when we shot it.
It was like 350 horsepower.
Yeah.
But you know, yeah. I mean, it was a high output 1.4. It's still a 1.4 8-valve push-rod engine, but built by.
Must make sure we don't miss where Sprout Services.
Sprout Services.
And if we do, I'm turning.
Sorry about that. All the cars crashing behind us.
You've got to stop at Sprout Services.
Yeah, it's the best services in the world.
Right, let's wrap this up before we
Okay.
get there. Brett Warburton's Nova, do you remember that one? The kind of pastel blue one that was mint on throttle body?
Yeah, oh yeah, my god.
I mean, that's my kind of car.
Oh my god, yeah.
Like,
fully drivable, fast, naturally aspirated, amazing colour. What wheels did it have on it? It wasn't overwheeled, it'd be like 17s or something, wouldn't it? Or,
yeah, it was just tasteful
as
okay. I can't remember if.
Well, that should probably go in the top 3 or 5. We're never going to wrap this up. Look, if you had to put a gun to my head and you wanted me to turn up to a show or a cruise and just fucking win it hands down, I would go for the GBH Skyline. It's not quite as iconic as James' car, but it's a fucking Skyline. It looks insane and it's got a straight 6 in it and it goes bop, bop.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'd have to agree that it's number 1 because I was just picturing if I saw it driving in here.
You'd just piss your pants.
Yeah.
I'd piss your pants.
Yeah. We are
a Sprout. Oh my god, that's perfect timing. I love this. We'll have to do a video of this service.
Okay, so top 3, we're going to go. Shoot.
In number 3, in reverse order, Artec Civic EP3 wide arch. Totally awesome. Love it to death.
What's the fuel cap on this car?
I don't know. It's usually marked on the thing, isn't it? And Ford.
Oh, you think? But
oh, they haven't thought of it yet. Yeah. In place 2,
oh, no, it's that side.
big up, huge respect to Jamie Shaw's R5 Charisma, something like that. Renault 5, huge wheels, mega install, mega interior, big horsepower, not quite as drivable, but he still used to razz it around, went to all the shows, total icon. But in P1, the GBH Skyline. What kit did it have on it? It had a wine arch Veilside kit.
Yeah.
Chroma Flare paint or whatever it was called, Mad
Spectra
Rainbow
Flare, wasn't it?
Spectra Flare, thousands of pounds worth of paint. Beautiful engine bay, also painted in body colour.
Charisma interior, so Charisma still get a nod.
Yeah, Charisma still get a nod, which is good. They got cars in
and like,
P1 and 2.
You know
and
where
3.
we were just driving?
Was there a Charisma interior on the EP3 as well? Oh, it's just nice seats, wasn't it?
I can't remember if it was Charisma or D-Class,
Oh,
maybe.
it might have been D-Class, yeah. It had lovely seats in it though, didn't it? Okay. Well, all 3 cars got top interiors, nice power.
I feel like this hasn't been very original. Like,
no, but
I feel like I could have almost predicted.
Look, you could do another one of these videos and come out with a different out.
True.
But you know, for slightly different.
I'm
criteria.
pretty happy. I mean,
I'm pretty happy at GBX. It's an R33 GTR, man.
Yeah,
Super
and they were a
wide.
pretty iconic Max kind of car.
Yeah, and they were pretty rare back then as well.
Sweet.
And those wheels, oh my god.
Yeah, it was freaking beautiful. And we literally just drove past where it was built.
Yeah. So well done. People over there.
GBH.
GBH.
We
can use some GBH in a minute, Milsey. I'm not. Let's get a nice cup of coffee in Sprouton Services. The best services. What road are we on?
With the Greggs on the A14.
On the A14. Greggs wasn't open last time we came, super early, but we're hoping it is now.
Fingers crossed.
Going to get a deli sausage roll.
And a photo of the Fiesta at the services because it's obligatory. Yeah. What So that was what we think were the top 3 in our area. So like from 2000 to 2006.
Yeah, 6 years when Max Power was arguably at its height.
When it was actually at its height.
Not even arguably. I'm not going to argue about it, Millsy. Don't argue, Millsy.
If you don't agree with us,
suck my balls. I mean, put a comment.
Yes.
And suck my balls. Put a comment, suck my balls.
Put a comment. And also, don't forget to like and subscribe and stuff.
Yeah, no, do, because we need
Don't
money.
dislike, because
don't dislike, bitches.
Because there's a couple of douchebags out there that occasionally dislike our stuff.
Yeah.
Not many.
Yeah.
It always seems to be when there's a
There's
girl.
that one geezer that...
It's when there's a girl in the video.
Yeah.
I think there's a few like.
Yeah.
So,
but
stop
everyone's
that.
welcome. But yeah, just be nice.
Yeah, just be nice.
Yeah.
Girls need love.
No
too.
more comments about Millsy's.
Mangina. Right, let's get some
Love you.
petrol.
Bye. Oh.